What happened to the unpopular or bullied girl after high school? She started posting on Reddit. Me too girl. She got crippling social anxiety and major trust issues. It me. A girl in my year was bullied relentlessly for being odd. Unfortunately, she had a very unstable home life and her mother suffered from fairly severe mental health issues. They had a very explosive relationship. One day during class she just couldn't suppress her feelings anymore, so she took a pair of scissors out of her bag and proceeded to cut off all of her hair, right there at her desk. That was 8 years ago. To this day, she still lives at home with her mother and does some sort of art course at the local college. Things don't always get better for people when high school ends, but I hope she is doing okay. The last I heard she was living on the streets. We've actually tried to track her down a few times over the years but she appears to have disappeared. I truly hope she is doing better now. She was a really sweet girl. Other buttholes kids would bully her for her weight not realizing she came from an abusive foster home. She got pregnant and now has 4 kids and 2 divorces at the age of 26. And this ain't a joke. I know this person. Died of brain cancer. Shame too. She was going to get married. Just the sweetest young lady. This thread is not how I freaking wanted it to be. She loved animals so much. Like, furry level, except furries weren't a thing back then. She raises and trains bald eagles now and is a complete, total badass. She married a lovely, caring man. She worked for a number of years as a computer programmer. They traveled the world, bought a house, had a child who is now a wonderful young man. She now is a published author. I am so glad we became friends in junior high. She inspires me. This is the sweetest, it makes me happy to read it. She was bullied because she always smelled awful, had dirty clothes and greasy hair, and every time head lice was spread at the school everyone would accuse her of being the culprit. She dropped out and got married, got pregnant, but got harassed online for being a teen mum. Then everyone found out that the reason she was always so dirty is because her mother was in prison for child abuse. She didn't know who her dad was and her aunt, who had sole custody, made her sleep on the floor with 14 dogs and didn't let her shower. People felt really bad and tried to reach out but she told them all to frick right off. She's really happy with her new family and looks like she's being the best mum. Got a job, supportive husband and a house of their own. It's sad she couldn't continue with her education because she was so incredibly smart. We went to a really prestigious school and she outperformed everyone, but ended up leaving without any qualifications. Good, people who bully like that deserve the shame and guilt of it. She dropped out and killed one of her bullies. There's always a bigger fish. She's fine, has a couple of kids and lives in the burbs with a nice man and is happy. Prom queen, on the other hand, is a drughead. I'm fine, outwardly, married to a wonderful man with 2 brilliant, beautiful children. Career I can work on in placeholder fashion while the kids are young but great potential for future developments. Internally I'm riddled with self-doubt, anxiety and depression, always trying to please people. Surprised that people seem to like me and anytime I see people talking in low tones to each other, my knee-jerk reaction is to think they're talking crap about me. I'm 37. Bullying leaves deep scars. I have that reaction too when people talk without me being able to hear or understand. I don't think I was bullied much but did have some issues growing up. Hope you get over yours. I was the unpopular girl, never really fit in, had a rep for being weird, but got good grades. Never really understood what made me weird until college got difficult. Eventually went to get checked out because it seemed like my brain was always a bit off. Got diagnosed with autism, age 21, and it explains a lot. It was just harder to see because of my gender. ASD is underdiagnosed in girls, and because I was an overachiever at school, at the cost of having little ability to make friends and a lot of ability to alienate everyone in every school I'd been to. Girls, if you think something's up, get checked out. If I'd been diagnosed earlier, it might have helped people understand I wasn't just a batty old weirdo, and maybe my schools would have helped me. Heck, my parents might have understood me better and not just told me to get over it. It also just helps a lot, knowing it's not your fault. It's made me a happier person. I'm a girl and have had a strong feeling I have Asperger's or similar for years now. I had an evaluation done, and they said I had no sign of it at all, but one of the reasons why that they gave me was because I didn't have any tics or hand flapping. I don't know, I was disappointed and honestly still feel I am somewhere on the spectrum. She's my little sister and she has a master's degree from a prestigious European college. Her dream job as a book editor for Random House, expertly dyed rainbow hair and can do a better cat eye than any professional makeup artist. High school ain't crap. I love how proud you are, colon. I became a goddamn engineer and didn't have kids at 19. At the 10-year reunion, she was elegant, is the first thing that comes to mind. Pretty yes, hot yes, but her elegance stood out for me. That was me. I'm pretty much a recluse and I'm very wary of people. I have 2 close friends and we were all bullied in some way. About a year ago, one of the girls that bullied me invited me to a Mary Kay party. I told her no, but I was socially awkward, had odd interest, I loved insects, was shy, and had some anxiety from my home life. I told her no, that is the best one should do, additionally prevent them from getting a job where they can harm other people. She lost a lot of weight, stopped dressing emo, and became very attractive. She's got a good sense of humor and pokes fun of herself posting old pictures on FB for fun. That's the perfect response. First learn to improve yourself, then learn to love yourself, and finally learn to laugh at yourself. That was me, yay. Having a very sick mom with basically no income and messed up teeth meant I got bullied all of the time. I struggled with suicidal thoughts attempts, went to therapy, and figured out that I needed to get the frick away from that area to sort myself out. I went off very far away to college, graduated with my feet on the ground, found a job I love and am good at, and married the most amazing guy, oddly my crush throughout school from back home. We have a loving, middle-class life and home, and I've managed to get better looking since I got clear braces and stayed in shape. Unlike my peers, all I had to do was leave to realize that their little hate bubble was all they'd ever have. She got super hot and married the prom king. Just kidding, she has 6 cats and works at the Dollar Tree. I've got a great job, a roof over my head, good health and friends who love me. I work at Dollar Tree and everyone still hates me. I haven't seen her in years. She was technically popular, but the tides turned and she wasn't liked anymore. Last I saw, she had gained weight but in a healthier way. She recognized me, but I didn't at first. Seems to have calmed down and that's good. I am happy for her. She was bullied due to her crazy hair dye and unusual clothes. She went to beauty school, worked at a local beauty parlor for a couple of years, then opened her own place, then opened a couple more. Then she married a banker and had a couple of kids and a grand house overlooking a lake. Funny how life works sometimes. She's a manager at Vines. She's beautiful and in a good relationship. I'm so glad she found happiness. Being the kid who was unpopular and bullied, I can tell you my personal experience. In high school I was severely bullied about being short, skinny and had some disabilities. So I was beaten up a lot. I was bullied both by students and teachers. Teachers told me that I could not get into college, said I was stupid, etc. Now I am a freelance graphic designer and artist who owns a business, DB Art and Design, making a graphic novel series with a fan base. I also have a high-paying job and 2 college degrees. I also am a fit, strong person who does the Tough Mudder when I'm not working. It may not be the coolest story, but I thought you might like it. Sounds pretty dang cool to me. I was the bullied one, went through university battling depression, but made it in the end, left the country, finally found a job after a long search, got bullied again by my boss, but eventually found a better job through building a good reputation and got promoted. Afterwards still some more struggle at work and an abusive relationship that I successfully left. Now I'm very happy. I have a stable job, a great apartment, an amazing boyfriend, and wonderful friends. Life truly gets better if you stand up again and again. You'll get stronger every time. She got proposed to at the place she always wanted, by me. I guess to an extent I understood why other people bullied her, but I don't think it's right. She's a wonderful and passionate person. Bullying someone because they're passionate about different things than you is absurd. She was rich, she was smart, but she was a real B. Now she's exorbitantly rich, still smart and even more of a B than she used to be. Mind you, most people from my class and school are reasonably to quite successful in life nowadays and came from upper middle class to low upper class families. Most of them are university educated and the few that did live in poverty back in the day have escaped it. She simply had a head start in life and made sure to remind everyone about it every day. You sound jealous. She only had a small loan of $1 million. She sounds like she pulled herself up by her bootstraps. I refused to be in the yearbook, changed my name, cut off my hair, changed every aspect of my appearance and personality, nuked my social media, and I'm hoping that in 20 years they'll have either forgotten I existed or assume I died. She went to law school. Frick, that's terrible. One has a life that's one disaster after another with illness and injury. One transitioned to male and it all made sense. Now he's super popular and successful. She is doing amazing. I recently got back in touch with her and she is currently working on her doctorate in piano. She sent me a video of her playing Row. I was a bullied girl. They bullied me to suicide attempts. After school I had a great time as a traveling musician, met my very intelligent and attractive husband, got married, purchased a house, got a dog, regularly travel and spend time in the great outdoors, and now we're expecting our first child. The two worst bullies both have 3+ kids with all different dads. One still lives with her parents, the other tends to cling on to different dudes and suck them dry till they kick her and her kids out. I ran into one of them at a wedding we had mutual connection to. She had clearly abandoned all self-care, smelled bad, and was drinking heavily. I'm not even mad at myself for feeling so smug as I sat there with my husband and said, I guess you peaked in high school, I deserve that after what she did to me. I upvoted purely for what you did at the wedding. That's truly beautiful. Well, there's multiple. One dropped out and had a kid with a 35-year-old. One got a good job and appears to make bank and seems super happy with her life. Really depends on the reason why they were unpopular, I guess. Oh, that's true. I never really thought about it that way. I don't know. Who keeps track of the people they went to high school with? A lot of people in this thread apparently. I'm doing quite well, married, live in a great house, have a job I still like after 20 years there, and my kid is kind of awesome. Suck it, Paul, I still hate you and would dance on your grave. Suffering PTSD for her childhood torments and dysfunctional family home dynamics. She's currently married, raising 2 small kids, and gainfully employed while trying to stave off a mental breakdown. Therapy and love have kept her toes back from the ledge. Speaking as the unpopular bullied girl, you get a good job and achieve more and earn more than your bullies, but the damage their bullying did leaves you with crippling depression that even therapy has trouble dealing with, so you're unable to enjoy anything you accomplish, and praise feels hollow due to you feeling so used to being undermined. I turned out to be a lesbian. I was the bullied girl. Long story short, most of my bullies are either single mothers with 3+ kids, in very bad relationships, jail, work jobs where they are clearly not happy, dead. I, however, work in a hospital, married and enjoying a simple life. It's pretty amusing seeing my old bullies turn pale as a ghost when they see me in the street, or better yet at my job. For those that are getting bullied, my biggest advice is to focus on you and what makes you happy. Sometimes your success and personal happiness is the best. Frick you. Karma is a real B and I love it. : Don't know. We are having a 10-year after high school reunion in 2 months. Everyone tried finding her on social media and over other friends. Nobody knows. She may be happy to have left people who treated her poorly behind her. You have been visited by the hot dog wizard. He'll use his sausage magic for the price of 1 subscription. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.